How's it going, my little joys? It's your girl µ, and welcome back to my channel. Now, I don't want to call anyone out here, but I have dealt with a lot of toxic people in my life, and they are not fun to deal with. But what do you do if you come across a toxic person? How do you handle them? What is the right approach? Today we're going to be talking about how to deal with a toxic person, or how to get rid of a toxic person. Now, before you do anything else, the first thing you need to know is, what do you want to achieve in the end? Because the response that you put out there is different based on the goal that you have in mind. It's an honesty game, so ask yourself, not when you're around your friends, not when you're around your mom or your parents or anyone else, ask yourself when you're alone. Do you want this person to stay in your life? If you want them in your life, talk to them. If the friendship or relationship is strong enough for you to want to stay, it should be strong enough for an agreement when you talk to them. And when you talk to them, don't lash out at them. Don't go crazy, start calling them names or whatever, telling them, you did this, you did that. No. Just pause. Relax. Whenever you do or say blank, it makes me feel blank. They might not know that what they're doing is hurting you. And when you talk to them, study their reaction to your honesty. A real friend who wants to help and doesn't want to disrespect you will understand where you're coming from, and they'll want to help you find a solution to the problem. A fake friend will want to turn it around on you. They'll lash out at you, manipulate you, they'll find a way to turn the tables and try to make you look like the bad guy so that they don't feel like the bad guy. If this happens, pull away immediately. Get rid of them. This should never be a good sign for any kind of relationship or friendship. These kind of people want to bring you down and keep you underneath their thumb so that they can rise up. Don't do this. Don't let them do that. The sooner that you get rid of them, the more you'll be able to bring more positive energy into your life. Now, if you don't want to keep the friendship, if this person is just too bad, or you've tried to talk to them and nothing works, you don't owe them an explanation. They should already know by now. And if they don't understand it or don't want to try to understand it, then that's on them, not you. You don't owe anyone anything. If you want to cut someone out of your life or get away from someone because your gut is telling you this person isn't safe, you have the right to listen to your gut and not give an explanation to them. It's there for your safety. A lot of people end up in terrible situations because they chose not to listen to their gut in the first time. And yeah, society tries to make you feel like you have to explain everything to everyone, which in reality you don't. Only in very small, very specific situations is it necessary for you to explain yourself. Very small. You don't owe anyone anything. There are 3 things that you can do to get rid of a toxic person out of your life. If you're not ready or you don't want to talk to someone, keep your distance from them. Gradually loosen the conversations, make it one-word responses, or just don't reply in a couple of days. Whatever you gotta do, especially if they're treating you like you don't have to give them shit. You can either completely ignore someone or gradually stop talking to them. Because if you keep going back and forth, constantly letting them in and out of your circle, then no one's gonna take you seriously, especially the person that you're trying to get rid of. If you wanna leave the friendship or relationship on good terms, send them a farewell message. You don't have to drag it out or be super long about it, and you don't have to do it in person. If you're not ready to do it in person, you don't have to. I mean, some people say it's better to do it in person, but if you've never cut somebody out of your life before, or it's still new to you, then you trying to cut them out in person will most likely backfire. You won't be prepared for anything, you won't have time to be prepared for anything, and you won't be able to come up with a good response when you're there at the moment in just complete stress. And if they're that bad, they're gonna try to manipulate you into staying. What I'm trying to say is, start behind the screen first and then work your way up into a face-to-face conversation. That way you'll have more experience with it, you'll be more prepared emotionally, and you'll be ready for the next time that you have to let someone go.
Hey, I hope you're doing well. Here's the thing. I've enjoyed getting to know you, but I feel like we've grown apart. There's no bad blood between us, and maybe sometime in the future things will be different. But in the meantime, I feel like it is best if we focused on our own lives. Thank you for being in my life. Take care.
And that's it. They might respond to that, they might not, but either way, you don't have to respond after that. It's a goodbye message for a reason. Now, if you've already talked to someone, told them why you were upset, and they don't want to change, or they try to manipulate you, try to turn it around on you, get angry, lash out, manipulate you into apologizing for even speaking up in the first place, or they won't leave you alone. Delete their number. Delete, delete, delete. Block them from social media. Throw away the stuff that they gave you. Remove the songs that you saved in your playlist. Delete the photos, delete their friends. Move somewhere else, change your number, I don't care. Do whatever you can to erase any kind of evidence that this person was ever in your life. The sooner that you do this, the easier it'll be to forget about that person and to find yourself again. Now, if you have done all of these things and they still try to contact you, get the police involved. Now, I hope and pray that it never has to get that bad, and most of the time it doesn't, but it still happens to people. However, you have no idea what a person is capable of, and it's so easy for everything to get messed up if it's not handled immediately and correctly. Whatever you do, don't confront them in public. Now, there are situations where it's somewhat necessary for you to just go completely and utterly savage mode on someone, and you better own that moment when you do. But social media isn't the place for that. Go rant to your best friends or your mom or your favorite family member or something like that. They're there for that reason. But please try your best not to confront their identity and the stuff that they did online. It just makes you look selfish and petty, and it's not cute at all. And remember, removing someone from your life is never easy, especially if you used to have a connection with them, or you thought that they were your friend. And it's not your fault. People can only keep a mask on for so long until they accidentally slip into their old ways. This isn't the first time that you're going to deal with a toxic person, and it will certainly not be the last. They're everywhere, roaching around on this earth. They hurt people for fuel and take them for their own advantage. And that's the nasty truth. But the thing is, there are good people out there on this earth. People who fuel your energy and your spirit like never before. They give you a reason to keep going. So they're out there waiting for you to enter their lives. So don't give up hope. There are 7 billion people on this earth. We're about to reach 8 billion. Don't let one person destroy you. You just have to get past the bad for you to get to what's good for you. And that is the end of my video. I hope that you guys enjoyed, and I hope that you found these tips useful. And let me know in the comments below, when was the last time that you had to deal with a toxic person? If you liked this video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe, and click the notification button for more video updates. And I think that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!